We are on to quiz 4 of 5. And here are a few more true false statements to review. The first one is a listing licensee must be particularly careful not to say anything about the property or the price of the property, which might harm the owner's interest. This means, first of all, this is a very true statement. Yet what this is really referring to is keeping information confidential, such as a seller's motivation, that they're willing to take less on the price than what it's listed for. That's all considered confidential information. So that statement's absolutely true. The next one is disciplinary action in an ethics hearing can include a fine up to $15,000. This one is true. This one is true. The third one, discipline in an ethics case may not include more than one form of discipline. This is false, which means they could decide to do a fine plus send you back to training for a course such as developing professionalism and ethical practices, which is generally part of the pre-licensing criteria, one of those 12-hour courses. It could be a medley of things. So that one is false. Next is the ethics enforcement process includes initial screening by the grievance committee. This is true. They're going to do their due diligence, so to say, and actually go through and see if it's a legitimate complaint or not. Okay, if there really was an actual violation of the code of ethics versus a coffee pot complaint. Okay, now the last one, so number 4 was true. The last point on here is if the grievance committee feels potentially unethical conduct may have occurred, they conduct a hearing to determine whether one or more articles of the code have been violated. That is false. They are there to only pay attention to what the complaint is. They're not going to go out and research the whole case. So when you file a complaint, if you feel like there's more that have been more ethical violations in the code, there's more articles that have actually been breached by that agent, you need to list all of those out. They're not going to become forensic scientists for you in an ethical perspective as a grievance committee. They are going to handle what they are presented. So this last one is false. You are on to your 4th quiz and we'll test your memory of our review.